Aye, we give you the facts. It's not what you think. Popeye Newsling, Young King, 1 yard, bless.
Good morning, Popeye. Grandma watch Popeyes every morning and every night.
Greetings, viewers and subscribers. So by now, you should know how we do things over Yasso. We don't pick side. Our aim at all times is to get to the truth. I released a video early this morning. In that video, I spoke with Akeem Gray. He had a lot to say. Now, before I started recording this video, I spoke with Akeem's ex-girlfriend, Annette. I am also hoping to speak with one of Akeem's relatives. I'll be dropping that video early tomorrow morning. Trust me, you're not gonna want to miss what Akeem's ex-girlfriend, Annette, has to say. Stand by for that. Now, let me start off by addressing something very, very important. That man on your screen, his name is Lanniston James. He was also known as SUGA or Fitzroy. SUGA was shot and killed on Saturday, March 4 at Honeygan's Lane at Waterworks in the parish of Westmoreland. There is a video currently being circulated and there is a narrative being circulated with that video. The video, it cannot be shown on YouTube, but it shows the police picking up a man and putting him in the back of a jeep, a police jeep. That man, you can see all kind of things dropping out of his head. He was dead. The narrative going around with that video is that the man in the video, who the police is seen picking up and putting in the back of the police vehicle, is the man who killed SUGA, and he was chopped up and killed. Hear me now, people. Listen to me clearly. Nothing no go so. Someone is sending out a false narrative trying to divert your attention. Don't be fooled. The hoodlum who killed SUGA, he's still at large. Alright? This incident, it took place yesterday afternoon. Wednesday, March 8th, about 1:30. It took place at Perry Street in Montego Bay in the parish of St. James. We are learning that a joint police military team, acting on intelligence, they carried out a raid at a premises in the area. Some zinc sheets were seen in the yard, and the zinc sheets, they were removed by the search party, and bingo. Under the zincs, the police found that black Smith & Wesson .40 pistol on your screen. It was affixed with a magazine containing 1 round of .40 cartridge. No one was arrested in connection with this find, but congratulations to the joint police military team who made this find. And intelligencers, enough respect. No, no, I have never been to journalism school. I know a little bit about security, but I am no security expert. I'm just a YouTuber, but one thing I pride myself with is the fact that I have common sense and I know how to use my common sense. I have street knowledge. I did a little in sociology and psychology, but that's nothing to gloat about. Here is my advice to the powers that be. Take this from a little blogger. Stop gloating when the murder statistics are down. Does that make any sense to you? Let me tell you something. At the end of February, St. James recorded 26 murders compared to 43 recorded for the same period last year. That's a 60% drop. There was a lot of gloating, a lot of boasting. Persons were saying that it's because they had put that strategy and this strategy in place while there was the reduction. So the question is, where is that or those strategies now? Because in less than a little bit over 12 hours, yesterday, there were 4 shooting incidents in the parish of St. James. A total of 5 persons were shot. 4 of them died as a result of being shot. The first one, it took place at George's Street at Cornwall Courts in the parish of St. James. It took place about 9:30 yesterday morning. We're learning that man on your screen, and that's the best photo we could get of him. His name is Sean Porter, but he was popularly known as CROCS. On October 17, CROCS, he celebrated his 33rd birthday. It is said that CROCS, he was a bartender and he lived at George's Street. We're learning that yesterday morning, CROCS and his girlfriend, they were both at home and they were sitting on the outside of their home. Remember now, this was broad daylight. We are told that while they were sitting outside, a hoodlum entered the yard with a gun in his hand. It is said that he opened a barrage of gunshots at CROCS. CROCS, he managed to get up and ran inside the house, but the hoodlum, he decided that CROCS will be dying today. He chased CROCS into the house. It is said that he caught up with CROCS and at point blank range, the hoodlum, he pumped several bullets into CROCS' body. While this was happening, CROCS' girlfriend, she managed to get up and ran out of the yard. When the hoodlum was satisfied that that was it for CROCS, he ran out of the house, making good his escape. From all indication, CROCS, he died on the spot. The police, they were informed, and we are told that when they processed this crime scene, 12 9mm pen shells were recovered from the scene. The mayhem. Now, the next incident, it took place last night, about a few minutes after 7 o'clock. It took place at Shantytown in Norwood. So, what we are learning is that young man on your screen, his name is Devrick Ellis. Devrick, he celebrated his 22nd birthday just last week, Friday, March 3. He lived at Shantytown in Norwood. We are learning that Devrick, he was on the road when he was attacked by hoodlums who opened gunfire at him, hitting him in his head and his upper body. The hoodlums, they then made good their escape. We are told that a 25-year-old man who lived nearby, he had just reached home from work and he was sitting on his veranda. This young man, he was hit by a stray bullet. He received a gunshot wound to his head. Both Devrick and the other young man, they were rushed to the Cornwall Regional Hospital where Devrick, he died about 9:30 whilst he was being treated. The other young man, he was admitted. Now, let's hope that he survived. The mayhem. The next incident took place a few minutes after that one. This one took place about 7:15. It took place at Seaview Avenue at Flankers in Montego Bay. So, listen this now. Listen carefully. That man on your screen, his name is Jermaine Hood, but he's popularly known as Pinchers. On the 26th of next month, April, Pinchers will be celebrating his 36th birthday. Pinchers lived at Pele Drive in Flankers. We are told that Pinchers, he was among a group of persons at a spot at Seaview Drive. It is said that Pinchers, he received a telephone call. Pinchers moved from the spot where he was, and it is said that he was still on his cellular phone. Pinchers, he then stepped across to the other side of the road. Apparently, the person who Pinchers was talking to on the phone was in a silver Nissan motorcar that drove up. The car stopped at Pinchers' feet, and it is said that Pinchers, he stepped towards the car. Pure gunshots. The hoodlums in the car, they opened a barrage of gunshots at Pinchers, hitting him in his upper body. They then drove away, making good their escape. Pinchers, he was assisted to the Cornwall Regional Hospital by residents where he was rushed into surgery right away. Pinchers, he however died whilst he was being treated. We are told that when this crime scene was processed, 7 9mm pen shells were recovered from the scene. So just pause for a moment and imagine the pressure that the nurses and the doctors on duty at the Cornwall Regional Hospital came under last night. Just imagine a patient at the hospital all day waiting to see a doctor. It's not pretty at all. And guess what? It's not done yet, because at minutes after 12 midnight. But before I tell you about this one, let me ask you something. Let me ask you something. Have you hit on the love button as yet? If you have not yet done so, remember to do it. Also, if you are over here watching our video and you have not yet subscribed, hit on the subscribe button. As also, hit on the notification bell. Then click all so that whenever we drop a new video, you will be the first to be notified. In the final story for now, this one took place at Westgate Hills a little bit after 12 midnight early this morning. We are learning that a man, his name is Sheldon Dehaney. He is 34 years old and he was living at Westgate Hills. We are learning that Sheldon, he had just arrived at his home. A female was also in the vehicle with him. As Sheldon parked up and stepped out of the vehicle, he was approached by a hoodlum with a gun in his hand. The hoodlum, he opened gunfire at Sheldon, hitting him in his chest and his neck. The hoodlum, he then jumped over the wall and made good his escape. Sheldon, he was rushed to the Cornwall Regional Hospital where he was immediately rushed into surgery. But Sheldon, he died whilst he was being treated. The mayhem continues. Blessed love, everybody.
Tell a friend for tell a friend for tell a friend about Popeye Newslink and PNL Blog TV. Like, subscribe and share. Quicksilver sing, if we just unite, what a country this will be. If we just unite, Jamaica live in unity. If we just unite, what a country this will be. If we just unite, Jamaica live in unity. Hey, crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. I coulda sunshine or rain. Jamaica, no problem, no pain. Rude boy them no out can't tame, but me want me country back. Give me country back. To the street and the lane, everybody them start complain. Bloodshed, what a shame, but me want me country back. Give me country back. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Jamaica, Jamaica, the land of the sun. Jamaica become now the land of the gun. East and north and south when we turn. Country and town, man a pay blood.